I tested every business in GTA 5 line, and these 5 right here happen to be my top 5 GTA 5 line businesses that I go to every time I want to make some good old money in this game. Trust me, if you want to get rich solo in GTA 5 line, I recommend these 5 businesses that have to be my fave. First one here, I gotta come over here to the auto shop. Now, I'll be honest with you, there's a special place in my heart for the auto shop, and I can tell you right here, this clogged artery right here is tremendous. Now, me personally, I don't care which one I would buy. I don't really care. Wherever's the cheapest for me, because we want to make a lot of money in this game, right? We gotta have profit. The auto shop for me is actually discounted, I believe it's because I have GTA Plus, and they said, no what, Deb, here's a couple dollars off. I'm like, wow, thank you. Now, whenever I buy the auto shop, me personally, $135,000. I don't care about anything at all in this thing right here, unless I go down here to staff. If I want to get staff to, deliver my vehicles, they're a waste, Extras, I'm gonna get myself a car lift. Listen, it's hard lifting these cankles off the ground. I need myself a car lift. Why? Because that's gonna be very important later on in the video. Now, if you want to get your staff members to deliver vehicles, you're crazy because they usually wreck them. But me personally, the car lift, I gotta get it. I gotta get it right now. I'm gonna come over here to my gosh darn auto shop. I'm gonna show you how much money I made so far in this place right here. And the best part about the auto shop is it's an easy peasy lemon squeezy type of business. No fat sweats needed. No high blood pressure. But look over here. We have a tremendous billboard right over here. We call it the billboard, right? Now, my wandering eye caught this right here. There's a lot of money on this billboard right here. As you said, Dib, $18 million you made so far. That's a lot of money. Well, guess what? If I get my double chin look over here, we have a lot of money right here. Now, the reason why I have this being so much because of GTA Plus. Sometimes this is 3 times the money in RP, and trust me, that is very tasty. But let's say the union depository contract isn't on this billboard right here. Let's come down to this one in here and click this one right here. Let's look at my squishy cankles, bring them outside, and call my friend that I don't know who her name is, but I know she's very annoying in this game. I'm gonna tell my good friend Sarasota over here, listen, we gotta cancel this contract. Yes, I did. Why would you ever do such a thing? Well, guess what? If you want to see a union depository contract that's paying out $600,000 for me right now, I come back to the billboard, and sometimes it's there. This is how you get them very easily back on the billboard. See, look at this right here. Look at the billboard. They all change. That's how you get yourself the best contracts for the gosh darn auto shop. But wait, there's still more money to be made in this place over here. Now, if you come over here to this gosh darn other billboard, have a bunch of gosh darn names in here and whatnot. These cars I randomly find around the map, the little blue dot. Personally, I don't do them. It's $200,000 sitting right there. I just want to get them all together. But I'm coming downstairs because we have some nice cars down here. Believe me, there's some nice cars sitting right here. Never told you about those bays. You got to get the Michael bays for this thing here. Look, we have a nice car over here, a Haggard car over there. My staff not doing anything. But over here, I have a nice cars chilling over here. Here's a pro tip. You tired of going to Los Santos Customs and get your car modded up? Come here. All right, so Dib, why would I ever come to my auto shop to get my car modded? Well, if you didn't know, you get yourself a little discount. Just a little discount, not a full discount, just a little. So I recommend if you have yourself the auto shop, hey, a little discount won't hurt you, right? So, last week or a couple weeks ago, depending on when you watch this video, the Rockstar Games said, Deb, guess what? That little pink car right there, and that other Haggard car in the background behind your gosh darn fat neck, listen, 2 times the money RP is selling this thing. Now, me personally, I throw whatever I want on this car because I don't care. I put the best of the best. Listen, you don't jump through a hoop without falling down. Gotta get those cankles back up and keep on chafing. Looks right here. I don't care what I put on this car. It's a hit or miss. It's a gamble. Listen, life is a gamble when you truly do think about it. You can walk outside and get hit by a gosh darn tractor. Now, when my low self-esteem goes up a little bit, I'm like, you know what, Deb? Let's go out there and sell it. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So bada boom, bada bing. I'm driving this car like I'm gonna have fast food in the front seat, and I make sure nothing spills. So eventually, I delivered it here to the location. The time doing this right here, I got myself $112,000. That's pretty good, right? But wait, I have another car sitting right here at the Michael Bay convention. And listen, this car is not a first-round draft pick. You gotta be lucky to get yourself some cool cars. Listen, luck isn't on my side. I don't really need luck when to sell this car. Guy here, girl, cat, don't know the name, don't care. Listen, it's a nice car, right? She better like it. And to my surprise, she said, Dib, turn that double chin up right there. Look at me. You got yourself $87,000, buckaroo. Get yourself out of here. So I came back here to the big old union depository contract. This is when it's the gosh darn 2 times the money and RP. And the best part about this mission is literally the setups are 2 easy missions. Listen, I'll be honest, if you don't have the auto shop in your top 5, what are you doing? Listen, I can honestly tell you the truth. I could probably do this mission with no hands or eyes, probably telepathically. If I want to spice it up, I get some friends that I don't have, and we do this together and make myself even more money. But honestly, tell you the truth, easy peasy, lemon squeezy type of gosh darn heist. This is probably my first business in GTA 5 line I would probably get myself because, listen, honestly tell you the truth, $600,000, pretty darn good in the neighborhood because I have GTA Plus. I'm not complaining. I'm loving what I'm seeing. On to my second best business in GTA 5 line. This one here hits number 2 because, I tell you the truth, a little controversial, right? Now, before you throw a can of tuna fish at me, let me tell you this right here. I love this place because it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy type of stuff. These people are hard working for me. Listen, I got myself some gosh darn money right here in my safe. Hey, it might be $10,000, but eventually it gets to $100,000. Now, if I fall down this flight of stairs, got myself a nice little place, right? There's like a little hideout down here. There's a cool like little place I can sit down and fart and whatnot. But listen, I can tell you this right here. I can make myself some good money with this stuff over here. So I'm gonna sit right down right here. Now, once a week, they give us one cool little mission right here you can do. The priority file I can only do once a week in GTA Online. It changes every week, but these 3 files right here will eventually keep on coming back. So I can get myself literally $1 million plus on the screen right here. And if I want to grind this stuff out, I can do tremendous things. So I did the priority file this week. I'm like, you know what? I did a tremendous thing. Got myself $366,000 because I got myself a $50,000 bonus every time I do one of these. Now, another cool thing about the gosh darn government office, Rockstar, I know you're watching. I like this right here, and maybe, just maybe, other businesses can have this right here. My icon goes right to my government office. I mean, I can do this on the fly anywhere. I don't need to get my cankles into a room. I don't need a float. I just need to sit there and digest my food, and bada boom, bada bing. I can do the setups. I can eventually get my gosh darn file right there. It's tremendous. Now, my third gosh darn business right here. Listen, this one here is a good one. I gotta tell you, the gosh darn bunker. If you don't have yourself a bunker, this one's free for me. That's a trap. That's a gosh darn trap. Don't ever get that free one, especially if an enterprise starter pack. I recommend going down south of that because, listen, high blood pressure, we don't like it, right? The reason why I like this bunker right here is because, honestly, tell you the truth, $1.6 million, I don't really need anything here at all. I honestly tell you the truth, maybe a little place to sleep. Besides that, I don't actually spend extra money. Maybe later on in the game I would, but I came over here to my bunker. Now, here's what I do every time I'm doing this here, because this is number 3 on my list right here. Got $125,000. Me personally, I like doing this randomly, but if I want to come over here to my computer, this is some good stuff right here. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. This is a lazy money. I talk about this is sitting there and just decaying. Being AFK, I'm not fat sweats at all. $75,000. Slap me across the face with a fish. Yeah, I'm gonna do this right here. I never steal any supplies because I am too fat and lazy to do any of that research. And I've researched anything. I'm gonna go over here to sell stock. I always go to Los Santos because they'll give me the most money. Now, I manage my staff the right way. Listen, they're not underpaid. They're overachieving right here. Manufacturing. Listen, eventually the supply is gonna come in and gonna do some tremendous things for you. Upgrades. I have everything. Listen, there's a pro tip I gotta tell you right here because there's a chance you might get raided and you're gonna get high blood pressure for that and you start sweating. Listen, I recommend doing this. Once I get up and I start smelling all the farts, I come over here and I retire from anything I am because I am what I is. So thus I come over here to these cameras and I want to get stick drift on my controller, I do this. I go over here and start flicking through the channels because I have nothing else to do and I get myself that AFK money. But I know you're saying to yourself, Dib, what if I don't have money to buy the supplies? See this little car over here? Yeah, $50,000 you get. You just got to bring this to ammunition every 48 minutes in GTA 5 line. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now this mock truck over here, I would throw this thing outside if I had to. To tell you the truth, the mock truck is mocking me right now because I'll be honest with you, what a waste of money that is. So eventually in my life, I got a full entire stock. I came over to Los Santos. I got the mission. That's the best mission ever. The 2 truck mission. You get the 2 truck mission. Listen, you're doing tremendous things in life. Like, no jokes. The 2 truck mission is like getting yourself an extra taco when you order 10 tacos and get yourself 11. I'm honestly telling you the truth, the best time in my life to get an extra food. So look over here. When I did this mission like a couple weeks ago, easy peasy. Look at this, $1 million plus. Not a single fat sweat has been dropped that day. Now, talking about sweating, I'm talking about dancing over here at the nightclub. Me personally, I gotta be honest with you, as a cat in the 5th dimension right here. South of the map, my favorite business because it's the cheapest, and actually all the business battles spawn over here. Well, actually, most of them do. I get my storage up to 5 because, listen, I gotta have my businesses pouring into this thing right here because this is a passive income. Dancers, dry ice. I don't like ice, especially when it's dry. I like it when it's slippery, so I'm not gonna touch this stuff anytime soon. Now, right here, I'm gonna be showing you how I'll grind this stuff out if I want to get myself some good money right here at the nightclub. I made myself close to $69 million so far at the nightclub. I bought all these guys here. They're a little expensive. That I'm gonna do a little metaphor right here. The nightclub is like the bottom of the waterfall. Everything's pouring into this thing. I'm not here. I'm not judging, but I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. Sell goods. I usually would do this the right way. I don't ever do this separately. I usually come down here to sell all goods. Listen, I'm selling all goods in the neighborhood. I'm not doing this separately. If I wanted to, I could, but right here, I got all my upgrades. Listen, I'm just chilling right now. To tell you the truth, I don't want to get raided. I got to make sure not to get raided because you just never know in this game right here. Usually when I'm an MC Club president, it's a lot easier to get raided, but since I have a VIP, I'm going to get at this right here because you just never know. Now, a little Smurf popped up on my radar right there. I'm not going to acknowledge his existence. Now, me personally, I'm not driving a Smurf home. I'm waiting for the little blue dot that pops up. That guy you just kick out of your nightclub. That's more, it's easier, right? Right here, I'm on an episode of Cribs. I'm going to show you downstairs. It's a cool place. You want to come to my basement? It's a weird thing to ask somebody. You want to come downstairs to my basement? Look at this. Nice, right? They got a lot of storage. You got a lot of spots. You know, there's not a lot of things you can do down here. It's probably smelly, but hey, got myself some gosh darn storage. Now, me personally, I always upgrade my vehicles to the highest degree. These are like the Michelin trucks. I don't know what that even means. I put all the upgrades. When I really know life this, like a couple months ago, I got myself a full entire stock. I sell all the goods. I go to a grocery organization because nobody can see me. Then deliver to the destination. I get myself for $2 million plus because I did this in a public session that's fully full. Now, my last and final business that happens to be my most favorite right here happens to be the Hangar. This is like my favorite business ever in this game because I can make a lot of money with this thing. Trust me. Now, me personally, I'm not buying anything south of the map. I like having my business right over here by the army base because once I go by the army base, they're like, no, Deb, you're doing good. I mean, personally, I give myself the cheapest one because honestly, I want to make myself some good profit. I don't care about anything here. Here, I don't care unless I want to live for a little bit. Living, I like living. That's a good thing so far for me in life. So right here, do I want the workshop? Maybe. If I want to upgrade some stuff, maybe. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't buy this the first day because honestly, I got stuff to do. Now, yours truly does this with the Hangar right here. I come over here to source. I made myself $52 million with this place, so I know what I'm doing with this place. I come over here to medical supplies because I can see it on the map a lot easier. Even though it flashes, I like the color red. Now, when I source it, I usually do land because to tell you the truth, it's a lot easier. I get my little jet. I fly over there like a penguin. And look right here. I can see the gosh darn stuff at nighttime. That's pretty cool. And I fly back to my Hangar. I'm doing tremendous. I do 50 of these just like. Tell you the truth, I don't have a soul at the end of the day when I do them. It looks right here. Roost. The Roost is going to say, no, Deb, $25,000. You get yourself a crate. I'm like, nah. Now, here's a cool little tip right here. Apparently, if you get your jet and you drive it out of the gosh darn Hangar, you go like a little bit faster. Now, I'm slow mentally and physically. I'm not noticing a difference here. And I can tell you this right here. Maybe if I squint a little bit, maybe a little bit for me, it looks a little bit faster if I squint a little bit. That's pretty good. Also, I have myself the Higgins helicopter thing for my car wash. It gives me like 10% extra when I do a sell. So it's $33,000 instead of $30,000. Ooh. So the Higgins thing for the car wash is actually, I recommend getting it. It's a little combo right here. But my past life, I eventually got myself 50 crates and a good case of carpal tunnel. I'm going to sell this on land when I did this right here. Now, honestly, to tell you the truth, very, very happy because I got myself the truck mission. This truck mission, if you get it, easy peasy lemon squeeze. You got to back it up. I'm not really good at backing up trucks. I'm doing math, but I can tell you this right here. I'm making myself a lot of money right here. So I backed up this truck right here in a public session that had a lot of people in there because I want to give myself the most money as possible. At the time of doing this right here, I got myself $3.7 million. Pretty darn good. But wait, there's also another business out there. That's number 6 on this right here. This is a little bonus. This is one here we're going to nod our heads to. I like myself the gosh darn Dr. Dre contract. The agency is like a good little business to have. Me personally, I only like the gosh darn Dr. Dre contract. Why do you do such a thing? That right there. Now, if you love those fat sweats, it don't stop here. We got more content right here. I'll catch you on it.